Non-med term. Now, what does non-med term mean? If you're searching for non-med term, you're obviously looking for a non-medical term life insurance policy. Term life is temporary life insurance coverage that does not require a physical exam to qualify for. And many people look for this type of policy because they want something fast. A traditional life insurance policy that's fully underwritten can take anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks to go through underwriting and to obtain your coverage, while a non-med policy takes around 24 to 72 hours. So there's a pretty big difference there. A second reason why shoppers look for non-med term policies is because they want to avoid the exam altogether. People have a fear of needles, or they have a dislike for exams or nurses, and they just want to get a policy without the hassle. So you can shop and pay for a no exam policy right from the comfort of your home with no visit from an examiner or even an insurance agent. Since you're not getting a medical exam, you have to qualify for a non-med term policy in other ways. There's no medical exam, so insurance carriers have to use other ways to find out about your health. The application itself is one way to gather information about your health history. They'll ask you several to up to 30 questions about your health and also your family's health history, because a lot of illnesses and diseases do run in the family. You'll have to disclose your height and weight and any health problems that you have, any prescriptions that you take, and you'll also have to disclose your blood pressure and cholesterol if you know what that is. Some companies will even ask you to do a phone interview where they'll record answers to all of those questions just so they have them on record. If anything were to ever happen to you and they needed to go back and check, then they would have that recording. Once your application is in, an underwriter will use that information to check your medical history through the Medical Information Bureau and also a prescription history report. These two reports can help them verify your answers on the application, and in some cases an insurance company might even contact your doctor for further information if they need to. So what if you have some health issues? What you should know is that non-med term policies are more suitable for those who are in pretty good health. If you have some minor problems like blood pressure or maybe cholesterol that's controlled with 1 or 2 medications, that a non-med term policy might be okay for you. There's a good chance you can still get approved. If you have major health issues like heart disease, diabetes, cancer, stroke, then you should really consider a fully underwritten policy so that an insurance company can really completely understand your health and offer you the right type of policy. Otherwise, if you apply for a non-med term policy, you're just going to get declined, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to waste your time. So if you do have some health issues, make sure you apply for the right type of life insurance policy. Many people have noticed that non-med term rates are higher than fully underwritten term life insurance policies, and the reason for this is simple. Since an insurance company is not completely verifying your health, there's greater risk to them. That's why the rates are higher, because the companies are trying to offset that risk, because they know that some things are not going to be found out, and not everyone is completely honest. For example, you could be a smoker. Maybe you smoke a few cigarettes a day, but on the application you say, no, you don't smoke. That means that you're going to pay a less rate than the smoker's rate, and the insurance company knows that they might lose money if something happens to you. For instance, if you were to develop lung cancer or something, they won't recoup all those funds that should have been paid if you were charged a smoker rate. So they'll charge higher for these policies because there is a higher risk, and they're not really able to fully check your health like they would like. So if you want to get a non-med term policy, the first thing you should do is compare rates. Do some shopping around, get free quotes online. You can go to quotesfortermlife.com and fill out a one-page form and compare rates from several carriers. There's also many other sites online that you can do the same thing. Rates can vary by as much as 70%, so it definitely pays to compare. Once you've found the carrier with the best rate for your particular situation, you can fill out an application online or have them send you one through the mail, and then it'll go through underwriting and you wait from there.